Hello and welcome to this extra special bonus episode where we're going to talk about Broadwaycon. I am joined by the entire Musicals with Cheese crew, but I'm not going to introduce them. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves?
Okay, I'm Andrew DeWolf. You guys should know me, but if you don't, I'm the co-host, and I also went to BroadwayCon.
And I'm Brianna Jones, and I'm the producer, and I did not go to BroadwayCon. I was shut up. I was in Pictured Rocks, hiking and kayaking. But I really wish I could have been there.
Yeah, but did you get a Broadway NFT?
No, I didn't get a Broadway NFT. I didn't get anything. But
I
did. I got
blisters
something.
in your feet.
Oh no.
And Liz.
Hi, I'm Liz. I co-host the Patreon. Liz Esten. I co-host the Patreon podcast. I also produce sometimes when Brianna is unavailable. So I am Diet Brie.
So that's why you went to BroadwayCon.
And that's why I was at BroadwayCon.
Woo!
Yes. So where do we start with BroadwayCon? Because I showed up early. Actually, it's not even true. Andrew and I showed up on the same day to New York City.
Yep.
We showed up Thursday.
Yeah, I took the train in, and Jess took a plane in.
I took an aeroplane in. Got up at 4 a.m. for a 6 a.m. flight. It was a quick hour-long flight. We got in, immediately checked into the hotel, and went to sleep for a few hours. And then we were shown around New York City by a frequent guest of the show, Haley St. James. They took us all over the site, showed us every Broadway theater, showed us all the cool shops, walked us through Bryant Park. It was a good old time that first day. And I did not know Andrew was coming until like 3 hours before he showed up.
You just
You didn't know I was coming until like 15 minutes before I showed up, as far as I was aware.
Okay, yeah, I did not know you were showing up. I thought you were coming on Friday. And you're like, no, I'm going to be there in like 15 minutes, bro.
Yeah,
I was like, what? You don't have a hotel?
I just hopped on a train at like 4 o'clock and got there at like 7.
How long was your flight? Or how long was your train ride?
Like 2.5 hours. I took a train from Albany and went right to Penn Station.
Yeah, and then there was our hotel right there where BroadwayCon would be held. And that night, while you trucked all the way down to the fanciest restaurant in New York where you ordered nothing because you brought a slice of pizza.
I bought some pizza for like $2 and I ate it at a fancy restaurant.
Everyone else was ordering nice things. Like
they had a water that nobody had drank before I got there, so they gave me that.
That is the most Andrew DeWolf story I've ever heard. But we were on our way, me and my girlfriend Miranda. We saw Into the Woods at the St. James Theater, which was incredible. Absolutely one of the best things I've ever seen on a stage. Fantastic cast. If you can see it, go see it within this 8-week run, because my God, if it isn't perfection, it's as close as you can to a Broadway show. The cast, everything, the stage design. It's just a good night at the theater. Yeah. And then what was your night like? Because after that, I just kind of went back to the hotel.
I was staying with some Broadway Podcast Network people.
Alan, who you might remember from our Jagged Little Pill episodes and Head Over Heel episode.
Yeah, and I was staying there, which was down in Brooklyn, so I had to take the subway and get up nice and early to take an Uber to BroadwayCon the next morning, whereas Jess just walked down and took the elevator.
I took the elevator down. And then Liz, did you show up that day?
Yeah, I woke up. I also woke up very early, but I went on a train. But I woke up at like 7.
Yeah, you showed up
on a train
Friday at around 9-ish.
9:10. Yeah.
Me and Andrew got bagels that morning. It was a good morning.
New York bagels are so good.
They are
so
the best.
So good. Yeah, I got in about 10, and I was like, Jess, I'm here.
Hmm. Then we went exploring.
We did.
I immediately found a Broadway scavenger hunt, and I made it my entire life's goal to finish it.
He
You
really
were,
did.
as far
though.
as I could tell, you were the only one to finish it because I never saw another one of those little ribbons that you got.
Yeah.
I got my ribbon.
You
It
got
was
on
a-
top of like 15 others, but that's for later in the song.
Yeah, I got like 50 ribbons by the end of the day.
Oh my
Andrew and I had
God.
a max of like 2.
I think I had 4. I had 4 at the
yeah.
end.
I had 2.
Tell me about the scavenger hunt. What did you have to do?
So there was this booth with a door that me and Andrew both signed and put musicals with cheese on, which
Cute.
of course we did. But they also had the scavenger hunt where if you took selfies by specific things on the floor, you could you get a free special ribbon. And I made it my life's goal to get every single one of them.
You
and
got
I
the
did it.
special ribbon. I
did.
saw the special ribbon.
He was the first
And
one
they
to get
told-
the special ribbon.
Yes, I was the first one, and as far as I'm concerned, I might have been the only one.
So this was a scavenger hunt at BroadwayCon?
Yes, run by
Okay.
one of the booths.
Okay, and you had to find things and take selfies with things at BroadwayCon. You didn't
Yeah,
have to
like
like run
something.
around New York.
No, I just had
Okay.
to do it at BroadwayCon. Like,
If he ran around New
take it
York,
with
he
a
probably
golden.
got lost.
Oh, I would have. Take it with a golden age playbill. Take it with something green. Take it with like an animal Broadway character hybrid. Like,
Where
Yeah,
are
figure
these
out what
selfies? Can we see them?
Yeah, where this?
they will be in the video that Liz is putting together.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna get to see the
We'll
Broadway
see all these selfies. Yeah.
Yes, you
So-
will see all these selfies. Most of them are blurry because I was just trying to get them because I was racing.
Damn,
Yeah,
I
well,
was
I-
huffing.
Yeah, well, I was
No-
getting footage
no
for the
effort.
video. Jess is on a selfie mission that is unrelated to our goals. And I'm like, well, I am going to go get B-roll of these vendors. Bye.
Yes, I had a mission. Andrew had to actually work. He got paid that weekend.
I did. I was running cameras at the all the BroadwayCon BPN events, so
Oh,
the
very
podcast
nice.
network events.
Hmm. And we were all like, Liz, you had to check into your hotel, and then we couldn't find your hotel. Then your hotel was like right next door to our
Yeah.
hotel. in the
Okay,
end.
here's the actual story with that. Okay, the hotel was right next door to the other hotel, and
Yeah.
Jess and Liz went like 50
Yeah.
blocks away.
Okay. Explanation. There are 2 of these hotels. One is close to the hotel the Broadcon's at. One is not. And I got that confused when I was looking it up. So that's how that happened.
Should we also tell how we snubbed Hillary Clinton for Grace Aki?
Yeah.
I
so
mean, that
Hillary Clinton was
Makes
there.
sense though. We did the right thing.
Yeah.
I don't
So,
understand why Hillary was there. I know why she was there. I don't understand.
She had a panel with Broadway leading ladies like Donna Murphy.
Vanessa
And-
Williams was there.
Yeah, all of them. So we dropped Miranda off at the big convention center and just said, all right, enjoy Hillary Clinton. We got Grace Aki to see, who's doing a panel on The Lightning Thief, Andrew's favorite show.
And Andrew felt like he was in danger immediately.
Hmm. We were like one of like 10 people in that entire panel.
I was, they pointed us out as well, so I was like, damn, I really hope nobody had listened to our episode on that panel. But I
'Cause they
feel like
brought
they
out-
probably did.
Oh, yeah. They brought out like all 3 stars plus George Salazar, who was diagnosed with COVID later that night. So whoops-a-doodle.
Oops.
And that panel was fine. It was a good panel.
It wasn't as good as the Clinton panel, which I didn't go to, but
And I have no frame of reference for, but it wasn't as good.
everyone liked that one though. Everyone was there.
Yeah, it was very crowded.
We called it the audience thief.
Yeah, Hillary the audience thief. So I don't understand it because they set it up where BroadwayCon was in 2 different buildings, and there was
Yeah.
like the Lightning Thief panel was in the big ballroom of the hotel, which you would think is like the main stage,
Yeah,
but no. The main stage was actually outside of the building, around the
at the
corner,
Manhattan Center.
in the Manhattan Center,
Oh.
up on the 7th floor.
Yeah. And you had to stand in a line to get up there. Like me, Liz, and Miranda stood in line waiting to go see Hillary Clinton. And then we just abandoned that endeavor and went to Grace.
You got a really good seat to Hillary Clinton, is what we're saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you actually see Hillary?
No, Miranda got pictures of her, but no, I didn't. I don't give a shit about Hillary Clinton.
I'm surprised, Jess. You don't care about the greatest woman of our time.
I just want to ask her
Donna
about
Murphy,
Pokemon Go to
yes.
the polls, but that's
We
it.
did make a lot of Pokemon Go to the polls jokes this
Yeah.
weekend.
That
Yeah.
it's really sad, but that line is probably why she lost the election.
But we also went to a few more BPN panels because Andrew was working, and what else were we gonna do? And then I get the bright idea, hey, let's go see a Strange Loop tonight. And I get discounted
Yes.
tickets.
Is
Yes,
a genius.
He's a genius. In the middle of a panel, he's just like, "Do you want to go see a Strange Loop?" I'm like,
And he's like,
know.
absolutely. Hang on. I'm getting tickets. Today is July 8th, right?
right? It's not the same.
It's not
I
the
fucked
7th.
up and got it for the wrong day.
Or, yeah, he thought it was the 9th. That's my bad.
Yeah,
It
that
was
it.
the 8th. He thought it was the 9th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucked up and got it to the wrong day. We did not discover this until we were we had our dinner. We're like, I can see the Lyceum right there. We're feet away from a Strange Loop, and I'm like, oh shit, this is for tomorrow, and we already have tickets to Beetlejuice, so we can't even use these tomorrow. Fuck me. And Andrew's like, well, I guess you're buying me ice cream, and I'm like, no, hold on,
Hold
I
on.
have plans.
Jess drops $800 on fucking Strange Loop tickets. Hang on a second. Third row.
I did.
Best seats in the house.
I pushed my way to the box office, go to the nice man, and he was like, what do you want? I was like, is there any way you have 4 seats right next to each other at all? He's like, you down to pay $200 a seat? And then I took a deep inhale, and I was like, you're only in New York once? And I said yes.
Fucking
Good for
madman.
you. I would have done
What
the
a
same.
what a
Fucking
man.
mad
What a
man.
man. What a madman.
And you know
No.
what? For all $0 I paid for those seats, it was worth every penny.
And those worried, I did have the Today Takes insurance package, so I was able to get refunds on those. Just so those worried, I did it right in the front row, 15 minutes before the 24-hour period. Andrew was next to me while it happened, but I got him done.
Good for you.
He did.
He did it.
And the show was really good, and we got to see
Fantastic.
both of the actors that play the lead.
Please explain what that
Yes.
how that happened.
Show's going as normal. It gets to the what is it? Was it like the second song or the third
Second
song?
or third? Yeah.
The second or third song, it was You Want to Know, and at
Yes.
this point I could tell that the actor looks uncomfortable in a way that isn't acting.
And it's very funny because this song has choreography where the lead looks like he's trying to leave.
Yes.
But then the lead actually was trying to leave and actually gets up and leaves.
Just leaves right
And
in
the
the middle
audience-
of the song.
The audience, who most of which probably haven't seen the show before, and myself included, because I
Yeah,
didn't
me
remember
too.
this part, was just like, wait, is this part of it? Because the show just stops. And it's that type of show where it's like, is this like a meta thing? And then a stage hand comes out on stage and moves some stuff and people are laughing. And it's like, wait, what's happening?
And then the curtain comes down. They wait for the stagehand to move things. But the thing is, they finish the song first because it's the song
Yes.
we want to know, and the entire ensemble finishes their number without the lead actor there,
Yeah.
and then they
What
just
do you-
wrap off and walk off stage.
What did he do? Shit his pants? What
I
happened?
don't know. But then they're
He
just
was very sweaty. From moment one, he was just already sweating.
Oh, maybe he wasn't
Which
feeling
I-
well.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. And then it's just they just make an announcement that other guys playing him now, and
Well, they
does a
say-
great job though.
Well, at first they say hey, we're gonna go into a 10-minute hold. We'll be right back with you. And then you turn to me and you're like, what do you think happened? I responded, actor illness. I'm betting on it. And then they're like, when we return, the role of Usher will be played by whatever the understudy's name is. I should
Oh,
know it, but I
man.
don't.
I have the
And I
program.
was like-
I will look it up.
Well, yes, thank you.
He
What
must
was the
have got
understudy's
really
name?
sick because I would never abandon a role that
Um,
in the middle of a song like that, unless I was
Sometimes
really
he-
sick.
The thing is, he went through the first number, which is a very choreography intense number, and he did great. If no one had told me that he wasn't doing well, I don't think I would have picked up on it.
Mhm.
It's just
Yeah.
when he got to the number where he wasn't actively performing and he had to kind of sit and watch other people perform. I can feel the adrenaline go away, and it's I'm not gonna make it through. I
Oh,
can
yeah.
feel that.
Oh
It was-
yeah, it
it was-
hit him.
It was Kyle Raymer Freeman, I think.
Yes, he was very, very good.
He
He
did
came
do a
on.
really good job. Yeah.
He came on for a standing ovation. It was great. And the show, of course, is a 10 out of 10 show. Won the Pulitzer. One of the most incredible shows to ever be put on Broadway. One of the most
really
brave
good.
and daring shows. There was a lot of older white people laughing at the wrong moments.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they probably get that every night, though.
Yeah. It's a dark show. It's a very dark show. If you haven't listened to our episode on it, go listen to it. We talk a lot about it. I
mean, the
some
whole
people
show
just don't get it.
Is uncomfortably funny, but great show. Really enjoyed it.
Great show.
Fantastic.
10 out of 10.
I hope the
then
lead
we go
is
home.
feeling better.
The only thing bad about seeing that show is it made Beetlejuice not seem as good.
Oh no!
Oh no!
But Beetlejuice was still really good, so
we'll talk about that later. We got to get to day 3 of BroadwayCon, which is our performance day.
Yeah, we got to go out on this one, but we didn't do that until later in the day. But really, did anything even happen in the morning? So maybe we just jump right to it.
I think me and Liz woke up real early before you. We got breakfast and we were like, we are gonna. Because we didn't do the doc yet. We do a doc for every episode where we prepare the letterbox. We had not done this yet.
I did
Liz
the
had
research during the week beforehand, thinking Jess would get the doc ready during the week.
And she was wrong. She put her faith in the wrong person. And so we got that together over breakfast.
Done 5 minutes before every episode.
Exactly.
I've learned. Yeah, I've learned my lesson.
I am a very prepared enough. I am prepared enough for most things.
We're about to record an episode after this, and I'm sure he doesn't have the doc ready yet.
No, the doc's ready. That doc's ready.
Yeah, today he sent me the link at 5:15. Typically, it's at 5:58.
What a record.
I was on the ball today because I'm feeling like shit and hoping the adrenaline gets me through this.
If he stands up and walks through and his understudy is announced, we'll know what happened.
It's me. I'm the understudy.
I just didn't sleep well last night.
Will be played by.
I'm not Jess. How do you
Andrew
do?
DeWolf.
And then I'll be Andrew, and then Bree will be Bree, and everything will be fine.
So we get the doc ready, and then we just check out the other side, the fun. What is it called? The event halls and all that.
Yeah, you try to go to a store that was closed.
This is where the funny story happened, though.
What's the? Is this which story you're talking about?
Oh, when you got to spin the wheel.
Okay, so NFT story. Andrew, why don't you tell it? You tell stories better than I do.
I mean, there was just a table for. I don't want to call them out too much because I feel like I don't even know what they actually do, and we're gonna talk negative. But
we just saw a wheel, and me and Andrew were like, no matter what, we gotta spin this wheel.
We gotta spin this wheel.
Yeah,
and it's like a raffle or something.
And they turned to me. It's like, you better record me spinning this wheel, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, so we're like, we just walk up and just like, can I spin the wheel? And he's like, yeah, also, here's like a free thing. And just scan this and type in your email and blah, 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 blah. And now you have an NFT.
Yes, it was like that. They did not tell me it was an NFT until I had it. And the best part is, like, I had to put my email in, and the email went immediately to spam.
Oops.
Jess, can we get like a week where you switch your profile picture to the NFT?
Yes.
Let me see if I can actually find the NFT.
Can we have a preview?
Like, because Andrew, keep telling the story, because I also got like a FT.
Yeah, a fungible token.
Yeah, so he got it was an NFT of like a ribbon that they were handing out, and then he actually got a physical ribbon that they were handing out, and then he did get to spin the wheel, and he won 2 raffle tickets that I'm assuming we lost because I have not heard anything about it since.
Wait, you have the raffle tickets, don't you?
I have the tickets.
Oh,
Jess filled out the info, I think.
Yeah, so I did win. Guys, do you want to see how cringe this fucking thing is?
Yeah.
If you're on Patreon, you get to see our fucking
you get to see Jess's NFT.
I'm pretty sure this website's gonna give my computer AIDS, but look at this thing. All right, so
this is the NFT.
This is the NFT.
Honestly, it's better looking than most NFTs.
Yeah.
Now, did they give this away to everybody?
Hey, it's the ribbon.
Hey, it's a ribbon. But the ribbon was silver, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the NFT.
Now, is it a one of a kind?
I have ribbon number 228.
Now, does 227 look exactly like that?
Oh, probably.
Probably.
You know what, though?
But don't you go stealing my NFT, or else I
might cry
on Twitter.
My ribbons.
They took my ribbons.
Honestly,
Um,
it looks considerably better than most NFTs.
Yeah.
Credit where it's due to you,
Yeah.
NFTs booth at a fucking Broadway con. There was an entire event about what does NFTs mean for Broadway.
Which, did you attend? Did you see if there was anyone there? Because that was
No,
after I
why?
left. That was after I went home.
Why would I do that?
I feel like we should be having that discussion. What
I
do
just, I feel
NFTs
like
do
you
for
show up
Broadway?
and you poke your
So
head in and
nothing.
you see if there's anybody in there, and you just kind of scan the room and then you leave.
That's how most panels work.
Yeah, most of the panels are kind of empty.
Yeah.
Except for ours.
That's a good transition. So our panel was at 1 p.m. on that Saturday,
Yeah, Saturday.
which I guess was prime time because Saturday was the big busy day.
It was.
And prior to this panel, Jess kept telling me there's going to be 2 people there, and that's it.
I was
Don't
convinced.
expect
I'm still
anything more
convinced.
than 2 people.
There was considerably more than 2 people. We actually
Yeah,
filled
I-
the room.
we
It was
filled
it
the
was a
room.
small room. To be fair, we weren't like on the main stage.
No.
No,
but
it
we
wasn't
did-
like.
We did fill the room.
Yeah, it was cool. We did Popeye, and you'll be hearing that later this week. That is our episode this week, so we don't want to spoil too much of it. But it was, I think it went well. The
Yeah.
audience seemed to laugh a lot.
We actually had quite a few people who weren't even fans of the show that were in the audience.
Yeah,
which
they
is
stuck
kinda funny.
around.
Kind of
Yeah.
funny.
Nice.
They stuck around even after we announced that we were going to be talking about Popeye, which
Popeye of all
Realist-
things.
realistically everyone should have immediately left the room after
Yeah.
that.
Oh, what? Bye.
If you hear Popeye, you leave.
But they were into it. They were really into it.
We
Shockingly.
convinced them. We sold
Yeah.
them on Popeye.
Through the power
Even
of
though
Popeye.
I think I was the only one who actually liked it.
I kind of liked it after I went to
No
sleep and thought about it.
spoils.
So
You got an episode that we
We
want
had a
people
whole
to listen
episode.
to.
It's gonna be
you'll
really good.
find out later.
All right. And then we also did another panel with The Wrong Cat Died, where
Another,
we were with,
BPN podcast for the podcast network, Broadway Podcast Network.
and that was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, we were on with somebody who played Rumtone Tugger in the national tour, which I believe I actually saw them on stage in on their final stop of the tour in Schenectady,
Yeah.
New York.
Their name was Zach.
There was another Zach as well, but I think they ran like a parody newspaper
Yeah,
thing.
a Broadway parody, like publicist or something like that.
Yeah, and we talked about cats for a solid hour. So if you want to hear us do that again, we're on there.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fun. We got the audience laughing. We were just goofing around. We were being ridiculous.
You
was
guys
a good
love
time.
cats.
You
Same.
know.
It's a
I was-
fun show to
You
talk
love
about.
cats.
That's the
Yeah.
one thing I'll say about cats. It's fun
It's
to
a
talk
fun
about
show.
cats.
Liz, you had to leave by this point.
Yeah,
we saw
I-
you off to your destination.
Yeah, like Bree, I also had family stuff that weekend, so I had to go back. So
I feel like there's really only one more notable thing that happened at BroadwayCon. But we did see
I'd say two
Beetlejuice.
more things.
We did see Beetlejuice as well.
Yeah, but do we want to talk about your relationship with the law? They were trying to lay the law down on you.
Ooh.
This was an odd one. I mean, so there actually was somebody that got something stolen, which sucks. But we have no idea who did it. But apparently, they just thought that I did it. Like
You look suspicious.
Yeah, I was just standing in the lobby of the hotel, and this guy walks up and he's like, "Can I talk to you? We saw you in this room." And it was the room that BPN was doing all of their stuff in, all of it. And of course, I was working all of those panels, so yeah, I was in that room. And they're like, "Somebody had their wallet stolen. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? You were in the room at the exact time when it happened." And I was like, "Yeah, I was there all day." Like
I was
literally
there for
all day.
8 hours every day.
Yeah, literally.
It's like what do you want me to say here?
I think it's just that when they think Broadway fan, the last thing most people think of is a fellow that looks like you.
That's racist. So yeah, I don't know. I think now that I'm like thinking on it though, the reason they probably thought that it was me is because I kept taking those, like, there was these weird exit stairs that went out like a different way that nobody
Yeah.
else was using, and I kept using those because they were the fastest way to the other part of the con.
Right. And it's
Um,
just like the con's
maybe
hard to
that
get
looked,
through.
maybe that looked suspicious, but yeah, they thought that I stole a wallet. I wish I stole a wallet. I have no money.
We are poor. Help.
Yeah, it was weird to be around people that are just in a different tax bracket than us for a whole weekend.
Yeah, it's New York City, baby.
Yeah, so poor.
So after our second show, we basically just had to hoof it to dinner, where we ate at an Irish pub. And
Ooh.
Andrew, you gotta refine that palate of yours, my dude.
What are you talking about? I had little sliders. They were delicious.
You had burgers and pepperoni pizza and
In
French
his defense,
toast.
that was a good looking pepperoni pizza. I was there for that dinner.
Oh,
I had the
did you guys
best.
get
I
pizza
had the.
besides Andrew? Did anybody else get pizza?
Jess got pizza.
Okay, I was gonna say
I
you
got-
were in New York. You gotta get pizza.
it was like a flatbread at an Italian restaurant.
No, you gotta
Got
get
the
a New
pizza,
York
Jess.
slice.
We both
I-
got New York slices at some point.
I had
Good.
the best meal at that first dinner because everybody else said that restaurant sucked, and I thought the pizza was good. So, and then I had little sliders. They were really good. And just wanted us to go somewhere where we would get COVID. So honestly, if
Jess.
anyone needs to refine their palate, it's Jess because he's.
I wanted to take Andrew to Ellen Stardust where they sing Broadway songs at you while you eat at a diner.
Ah,
I
I've
thought
seen
it would
that
be funny.
place.
Yeah,
You
I
guys
went
should
there
have
I
done
thought it would be
pre-COVID.
funny.
We
was a
went
time.
there
It
and
did.
like we got there and we looked at it and there was like a couple people standing outside and it's like, oh, looks like there might be a line. And then Jess was like, wait, what's that? And then there was an actual line around the corner and it was
Oh my
like,
god.
oh.
We're not doing that.
Yeah. No.
We have a show we have to get to.
Where they're gonna still sing Broadway songs at us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Less
So
directly,
then
though.
after dinner, we hoofed it down to the Marquee Theater, which is a big old hotel, which bothers me. Why didn't they just have BroadwayCon at the Marquee?
Beetlejuice. That's why.
So Alan
Oh, yeah.
was talking to me and he was like, the previous time that they had BroadwayCon, it was laid out a lot better. Where it was like everything was on one floor. So you had like
Yeah,
the market
Mm.
and then all the rooms are in the same floor. And
that makes sense.
yeah, I feel like that's probably what they should try to do next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Find a better location. I like the New Yorker. The New Yorker was a very nice hotel, and I thought
I
rooms were good.
honestly just feel like they should have had everything in the New Yorker though, instead of splitting it between that and the other place. But I guess it's not big enough. I don't know.
Yeah. Weird budgetary things. But how is Beetlejuice? And now this is something that Bree can talk about because she saw Beetlejuice live
Oh
a
yeah.
few weeks ago.
I thought Beetlejuice was really good.
I thought it was fantastic.
How were our seats?
Our seats?
Yeah.
I thought they were good. There was like the one part where they have the big head pop out of the middle and we couldn't really see that because we were a
Oh,
little bit
yeah.
off to the side. But other than that, the seats were really good.
Where'd you guys
Oh, and there
sit?
was also another part where there was a lot of like smoke that came out and it was just like right in our face.
You got hot boxed at Beetlejuice. Holy
We
shit!
did get hotboxed at Beetlejuice.
We were like in the third row orchestra on the right hand side.
Nice. Those are good
Yeah.
seats.
It was really good.
Yeah. Elizabeth Teeter, friend of the show, was fantastic in the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good time. Hard to complain about Beetlejuice. It's a 10 out of 10 show.
It really is.
It was very good.
What do you think, Bree? You've never talked about it officially on the pod.
I haven't? Oh my god, I
don't
thought it
think
was
so.
fantastic. It jumped up like to the top. You know, I haven't seen a lot of musicals live, but for me, like it went straight to the top. I very much enjoyed it.
Like better than the movie, even?
Yeah, that's my thought. Do you think it's better than the movie?
No, I don't think it's better than the movie.
Really? Because I
What?
think it's just better than
I
the
think
movie.
it's significantly better than the movie.
Really?
I've only seen the
Why?
movie, so I can't say anything. But I'm leaning towards movie.
They
I-
set up rules that make sense. They have a character arc. They have emotional stakes. Beetlejuice isn't just in there for 5 minutes.
Also, Beetlejuice isn't nearly as like horrible
Rapey.
and rapey.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I think it's a classic in my mind. So I don't know. I think they're both great in their own ways.
Nothing Tim Burton made was a classic.
Pee-wee's Big Adventure, excuse you,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah, except for Pee-wee's
Yeah.
Big Adventure. I'm sorry.
Take
I,
that
always,
back.
I always forget about that
And
one.
the first Batman. It's
No.
not really a classic,
No.
but I like it.
No. I like Batman Returns. I think that one's a classic.
Batman Returns, but that that is Tim Burton too. So I guess that's fair.
So we got Pee-wee's Big Adventure and Batman Returns are the only good Tim Burton movies.
No,
The
and
Guys is pretty
Beetlejuice.
good.
I very much enjoy it.
I like Beetlejuice too.
Yeah.
What
what are you
happened to
hating?
Beetlejuice here?
The musical did it better.
I wasn't there, so I have no say in
It
this
did.
debate.
It did a great job. I like them both. I like them both. I think they're both great.
Yeah, but the movie has no emotional core, and
True.
Lydia's like
It's a
moral,
Halloween
like.
movie.
It's not a Halloween movie. It's not nearly scary enough.
It's a fun, spooky movie.
It's
Yeah.
a kids' Halloween movie.
Children shouldn't enjoy Halloween.
Kids should not enjoy Halloween.
No, kids should be much more frightened.
Fair enough. Then we got home, and I went out to drinks with a friend. After dropping you guys at home, and that was fun. And then you had to leave the next day, but you still had work to do.
No, I didn't have any work on Sunday.
Okay. Was that just the day we got ice cream and had fun?
That was the day where we just chilled and we went to the con for like 5 minutes, and all we did was we got a bunch of free stuff from the Goosebumps guys.
Yes, talk about that, please.
We went to the oh my god. What was it? The
vendor booth.
The vendor section.
We went to the vendor booths, and we went to this booth for Goosebumps, the album or the musical. It is
the
just
Phantom
an
of the
album.
Auditorium.
Phantom of the Auditorium, which I honestly I haven't listened to. I don't think Jess has listened to it either. So
I have not listened to it either.
we can't
It is
necessarily
on the
recommend
schedule
it.
for October, but
They did give us enough free stuff that I feel like we're obligated to say that, hey, maybe you should at least look into it.
yeah. So we walked by, and they were like, "Hey, we're doing this musical thing." I'm like, "We got a musical podcast," and then they were like, "Here, take this. Take a poster. You want a mask? You want
Oh
a
my
canvas
God.
bag?"
Did they make you pay for the mask?
I said I wanted to pay for the mask.
Okay, well, they gave us 2 canvas bags, one for each of us, 2
Yeah.
posters, maybe even 3 posters. I can't remember. Did you?
I think Becca got a poster.
Yes, we got 3 posters.
Dang.
2
I got
magnets.
a T-shirt.
I have 2 magnets here. Did we get 3
I got
magnets?
2 magnets. Yeah.
We got 4 magnets.
Yes.
Okay. We got a T-shirt. Did I say the 2 tote bags? We did get the 2.
Yeah.
What else did we get? We got stickers.
I got a mask.
You get a mask. We just got a truckload of free merch for Goosebumps. So
Shout out to them.
shout outs
Yeah.
to them. We got a picture with the composer and the lyricist as well.
And they seem like just genuinely decent people, which I think is the most important thing.
Aw.
They both seem like just good human beings, and makes me really want to like that musical. Like when we get around to it in October, and it's always been on the schedule for October because we're running out of Halloween musicals. Don't tell nobody. But so I was saving that one, but I'm more excited now. I have merch I can rep. I've got a poster I can hang up that only got slightly destroyed on the flight home, and yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, also that day we saw Rachel Dratch and Julianne Hough at another BroadwayCon panel, and we watched the lip sync contest where it was just kind of rigged.
Oh right, we did watch that.
How was it
wasn't-
rigged?
It wasn't rigged, but it was definitely rigged.
Tell us
So
more.
who won?
So basically, only one of the contestants had a chance. We showed up near the end.
We
And
saw the last like 3 people go,
Yeah.
and then the final head-to-head challenge.
Yeah, and the very last person who went had a Beetlejuice costume with the sandworm, and they could
Yes.
puppeteer the sandworm. So they were singing a duet, the
Little Shop of Horrors, Feed Me duet.
And they sang the Audrey part with the sandworm head, and they sang the Seymour part just by themselves. And then
And
when
they
the finale came around, they were like, "Oh, we'll pick the top 2 people," and they picked the Beetlejuice and this little girl. And then they were like,
Dressed up as 6, obviously. And I watched footage. We didn't see her, but I watched footage. She had like an entire choreography. Every line had a movement
Nice.
down. She came prepared. I understood why she made it to the end thing.
What an
And
inspiration.
then they're like, and then they were like, "All right, you both know what your final songs are. It's Defying Gravity or One Day More."
and she
the
was just like, "No, I was never told."
yeah, and the Beetlejuice person was told. So the Beetlejuice person knows the words, had a plan for everything, and the little girl's just like moving her mouth, trying because obviously she
And
doesn't know.
they gave
it
it.
is.
They gave him One Day More, which is like, okay, there's like 8 different parts to sing, and only one of them is able to do like 2 voices at once because one of them had a
Yes.
puppet. So it's like, come on, that's not even remotely fair.
That's not fair at all.
Crap.
So yeah, we know who won.
We knew who won before, like halfway through the song.
Oh my god.
No
It's
fault to the
absurd.
little girl, who I think probably I don't know.
Poor
What is
little
that little
girl.
girl?
She was
though?
trying quite hard, but I'm not sure she's even seen Les Mis.
Yeah,
Probably not.
she came for 6, and she came to perform 6 and killed 6.
The only chance she knew Defying Gravity is if she maybe watched Glee, but that's a very slim margin.
I think she's younger than Glee. I think
Yeah.
she was too young for Glee.
Yeah, that's why I said
She
very
looked like
slim.
8.
Yeah, she was like, yeah.
And then after that, we were like, well, that was awkward. We left and
Then I got
Oh,
on the train
God.
and went home.
Exactly. But I still have 3 more days left in New York, so let me fast forward through those. So the con's over, but I still wanted to do some stuff.
Jess wanted
the
to
next-
lick every doorknob in New York to guarantee.
Yeah, he wanted to
Oh,
eat all
yeah.
the $2 pizza.
I wanted to lick every doorknob to guarantee that I got COVID. It was important to me. I wanted to make sure I got it.
Then he came to my house yesterday.
I'm kidding. I'm fine.
Did he lick your doorknobs?
Did he lick your doorknobs, Bree?
He did. And then he left. It was really weird.
Bree, I need to
Like-
lick your doorknobs. Bye.
Every doorknob in America.
I took a 2-hour plane ride back here, and now I need to see you, Bree, to lick your doorknob.
The 4 million doorknob national tour.
No. The next day we wandered through oh god, where were we? It's so long ago. Either way, we ate some good food as recommendation by Grace Aki and Joe Iconis, who you know as the composer of Be More Chill, Andrew. He was having a concert event that night, and so I was like, you know what? It's sold out, but you know what? I'll go to the door and see what happens. I go at 6:15. The guy's like, I'm like, hey, is there any way you can squeeze in 2 more? He looks at the thing and he's like, come back at 7. And so we go out to dinner. We call 7:01 hits. We come back. He's like, yes, show us your vaccine cards. We get in there.
Nice.
We pay. And then that is when I learned from the Joe Iconis concert, George Salazar, who we saw at the Lightning Thief panel, who was supposed to perform, could not perform because he had COVID.
Oh no.
We were sitting front
We
row
were in
for
a room with
panel,
that
too.
man.
We didn't go up and talk to him or anything.
We
but
breathed the air.
Well, we had
Breathe
masks
the
on. We
same
didn't even
air.
breathe his air.
Yeah, that is very. Anytime we were not performing, we had masks on. Just so you guys know, we were very paranoid.
I hadn't worn a mask for that long in a long time.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was
It was
nice.
very
to,
sweaty by the end of it, but it was,
bet.
it was good to be safe. And that concert was incredible. It was really, really cool. 54 Below is beautiful. And yeah, then we went to a stand-up comedy show, which might be the worst stand-up comedy I've ever seen after that. It was great.
You remember who the comic was?
Why would I say
Call
their
them
name
out.
after that?
Yeah.
Call
Somehow
them out.
bad they are.
What was
So-
not funny about it? Was it just
Yeah,
not funny
describe
because it wasn't funny?
So there
or-
was 6 comedians and a headliner, and each one had about 15 minutes. One of them was good. The girl one was good. Every other one was very bad.
Could I have
And they
done
won.
better?
Yes, I think you and I up there would have gotten more laughs.
Was it
'Cause
very
they were-
growy?
It was exactly that. One
Ah.
guy finishes every punchline with "Yo, but it's lit, bro."
Oof.
That was the kind of
No,
vibe.
boo.
Ooh, indeed.
Yo, but it's
And-
lit, bro.
Yeah.
Would say edgelord things. I'm like, why are you owing? Why are you owing? Come on, guys, grow a spine. Come on, it's New York.
Where were you? The Comedy Cellar?
It was not the Comedy Cellar. I will let you guys figure it out. It was right next door to the 54 Below. You guys can figure it out yourselves.
And you
Got
can look
it.
up the night and see the comedians and
Yeah.
you know.
Kind of who
Yes.
Jess is trashing.
Yeah. And the worst part is they wouldn't we just wanted dessert and we kind of wanted to leave, but they wouldn't give us our card back until the show was over.
Like your
They
credit
don't
card?
let you leave.
You were stuck watching the
That's
comedy?
illegal. That is worse than prison.
That's awful.
It was very funny. I thought it was not the jokes, but the situation was pretty funny.
So they
Like we're
I'm
being
assuming they
held
don't want
captive.
people to get walked out on.
Yeah.
Okay.
They keep your card and you can't leave till the end.
Yes, that was exactly it.
Huh.
That's an interesting way of going about that.
Yeah. So that was that. And then the next day we went to Wall Street, saw the Statue of Liberty, and did all those stupid touristy stuff. And then I wanted to go to an Alamo Drafthouse Theater, so I saw Thor and Love and Thunder
Was it good?
at the Alamo
Was it
Drafthouse.
good? No spoilers, but was it good?
No.
Oh,
Oh.
that kind of
This is our
sucks.
official review of Thor: Love and Thunder.
I did
Jess's
not like
official
it.
Review did not like it.
Yeah.
And I love Doctor Strange, just so you know. I'm not just like anti-Marvel, not cinema kind of guy.
Check
But
out
it
Jess's
isn't
letterbox for his further opinions.
Good luck.
I stubbed my toe on the way into the theater. 1 star.
But the Alamo Drafthouse is one of those theaters where what you do is they give you a menu and you write it on a card, and then they bring you the food during the movie, and it's very unintrusive. That part was lovely, and I would go to an Alamo Drafthouse any day because their food was probably the most affordable food I had on the entire trip. Then I went home the next day.
And now you have COVID.
Nice.
I don't know I have COVID. I just know that I'm a little tired.
He's a little
Jess
tired.
needs to
he's
go
got
to
a
sleep,
scratchy
everybody.
throat, and he's having a little trouble breathing.
Oh,
Shut the
no.
fuck up, Andrew.
Oh, no.
But he tested negative, so
He tested
I've tested negative 4 times. Twice yesterday, twice today. So,
you know those are
He's fine.
notorious for giving false negatives.
you know what? Shut the fuck up, Andrew. If I die, I hope you remember this.
I will.
And then Jess,
Um,
and then Andrew
How
will
will I
replace
be
you.
able to forget? Me and Brent will be talking about it for the next 100 episodes.
Yeah, who will be showing whom musicals at that point? I think you might have seen more than him at this point.
I'll have to be explaining him.
Yeah.
Oh, you. On that note, what is our overall thoughts on BroadwayCon and our cheese ratings? Andrew, you're up first.
Oh boy, Broadwaycon was a decent time. I was pretty tired by the end of it, but you know,
Yeah.
it was fun to do our show live. Hopefully, we can do it again someday. I'm gonna give it a New York City pepperoni pizza, but with extra cheese as well.
You know what? That's a good rating. Liz, how about you?
Broadway was fun. I'm glad I got to go. I'm sorry Bree couldn't make it.
Me too.
Yes.
But I'm glad I got to step in for her. It was fun. I got to meet those two in person for the first time. So
Oh, also, I want to talk about the fans that came up and gave us gifts and
Oh,
asked us to
yeah.
sign things. That was very sweet of them. I think Kate from Kate Cast.
K-Cast Reviews, yeah, that's her.
That was very nice of them to like give us those Pokemon cards from our Pokemon episode. That was really cool. And anyone that showed up to that, you guys are great. Thank you for that. And there were some people the next day that came up to us after the panel and told us what a great panel we had. And
Yay.
that was very
Oh,
kind of them
yay.
too.
Yay, good. It was fun.
I do want to make sure that we highlight all the people that showed
Oh,
up
yeah.
and were kind to us.
Oh, yeah, no, but it was fun. I got to meet Jess and Andrew. Got to hang out.
Mhm.
It was
Am
a
I
fun
taller than you expected?
time. I thought you would be taller, but
I know.
I
I
thought
don't
Andrew
read
would be
as 6
shorter.
feet.
So
Yeah. But if you see all 3 of us in a line, we look about what you'd expect.
yeah, yeah. But it was fun. I'm glad it was fun to be in front of people and do that stuff. So I'm gonna Popeye's weird. I'm going to give BroadwayCon a $2 slice of cheese pizza at midnight
How are you guys giving the same fucking cheese rating?
because I'm tired, Jess, and my brain can't function. I can only think about pizza.
That's fair. I might order a pizza tonight, because I'm
Ooh.
dying and might as well choose my last meal now. All right, Bree, what did you think of our discussion at BroadwayCon? Do you wish you were there? What's your cheese rating?
I wish I was there, and so my cheese rating is going to be what I wish I always have, and that is a grilled cheese.
Aw, I want to make a grilled cheese now.
Bree, I make a very good grilled cheese. One day I will make you one. And your new
Please.
house. Congratulations.
Thank you. Getting a
They
new
just
house.
closed on a house.
Yay!
I'm so happy for her. Bree, next time you'll come with us. Liz will be there too. It'll be a good time.
Will I be there?
Why not? Fuck it.
Okay,
I hope.
but I'm not
Yeah, you-
needed.
You're right
you
down
will
the
be.
road.
You'll be needed.
Okay.
You're always
Okay.
needed.
Oh, thanks,
Yeah,
Bree.
come on. You guys never get to hang.
No,
I'm now
I
noticing.
usually
Yeah.
fill in for Bree, so
There is love between them. There is no like Beanie Feldstein, Leah Michelle anger between
Yeah,
them.
how do we?
how do we do a heart?
Other way.
Other way. Liz, you got it. Yeah,
I know how-
almost.
I know how webcams work.
Andrew, we'll get this.
It's
Very
kind of hard
nice.
when you have nothing to like actually press
Yeah,
your
it's
hand
really
against.
hard to do this over a split screen. Let
Hold
me
on.
tell you.
Maybe I could like put my hand.
My hand
like,
is smaller.
there.
My webcam's
There we
up
go.
here.
We did it, Andrew. I give us a 10 out of 10. We did it. We did it better than the girls.
God damn it.
People
Nice.
listening to audio only will never know what we were
No.
just doing.
It will
Um,
sure sound like we were doing something though, and we definitely did it better than the girls.
Docking.
The ladies of musicals with cheese losing a
Yes.
But I had a blast at BroadwayCon. I got a lot of souvenirs. Like I got a Mrs. Lovett meat pie apron. I got.
But she almost
Teas.
lost
4 or
upwards
5
of
times.
6 times, but
Yeah,
I
he
almost
he,
lost
he
it.
left it at every single panel we went to the entire
every
day.
time everywhere we went, Andrew
Every
was like,
single
"Where's
time.
your apron? Where's your apron? Where's
Well,
your
No,
because
I have to
apron?"
every
go
single
and get it.
time every single time he would have left it like underneath his chair or something
'Cause
like that.
I'm a stupid man. I think that's the one thing you guys are discovering now meeting me in person. I'm a very stupid human being.
He is not, but I would have made him wear it if I was there. I'm like, put it on. You're not allowed to lose it.
He spent like $800 on tickets because he forgot to buy the right day.
He's just moving fast,
And the three of us
guys.
are just outside the theater being like, "I don't know what's happening, but I don't know what's gonna happen."
And then I came out, and it's not like I could lie. Be like, I paid $50 for these because the price was written on
Price
the
is
fucking
on the
ticket.
Yeah.
So I had to go and tell the truth so I couldn't lie to make people feel better. Either way, I give it a New York style cheesecake.
Very nice.
Why not pizza?
Because
pizza.
you know what? I go against the grain, and honestly, it was just a sweet time. It's one of usually when I'm on vacation, I just kind of want to get home as soon as I'm done with everything. I could have spent another week there. I really fucking love being in that city.
It's a great place.
I'm the opposite. I could have left the day I got there.
New York stressed me out.
New York
I-
sucks.
I will say by the last day, I finally figured out the subway system.
Oh my God. Did you download the right app?
You don't need an app. I met up with a friend and he's like, no, don't download a fucking app. Just use Apple Maps. They tell you
No.
exactly what trains to get on.
Download the app. I'll send it
Because
to
we
you.
used the app and we used the app for a while, the specialty app, and it just was too confusing. And I wanted to go to specific places, and Apple Maps was the best.
Interesting.
This
I
podcast
did
is
not
sponsored by
have the
Apple
same
Maps.
luck.
This podcast is sponsored by Apple Maps, and today ticks.
Google
Buy your
Maps
tickets the
works
right
way
time.
And that NFT Jess accidentally bought.
I didn't buy it. It was given to me.
My
Is
God.
it still in? Am
You
I
should
still
sell
doing
it.
something better? I should. How much? Place your offers now. How much for the NFT I accidentally got?
Your audience bid on this.
If our audience was actually full of like crypto bros, we probably could have made a bunch of money off that. But
Oh,
I'm pretty sure our audience is too smart. There's no way.
Yeah. Sadly enough, you guys have too much intelligence to buy my stupid NFT.
But if one of you is really, I mean, it's a souvenir.
If a
Jess
crypto bro
McAnally
happens to
owned
be
it.
listening to this random podcast,
This
I-
NFT is
I-
going to be worth millions one day.
Crypto is the future, fellas. Web3 is going to be huge.
Ethereum,
ribbon-
that's a thing.
This ribbon might have its own TV show.
Listen,
in
I
like a
made pretty
year.
good money off Ethereum.
Yeah.
And
So
then
do
I
That's
sold
how I
it.
make all my money, off Ethereum.
You know what? This episode has gone off the rails.
I bought $1 million in Ethereum a week ago, and now I have 10 cents.
Oh no!
Oh no, you're poor.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time on Musicals with Cheese.
with
See you at
cheese.
BroadwayCon 2023 if we get invited back.
I hope so.
2023.
Oh no.